You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now, as we work our way up into the big three, we are live for the final three fights of any pay-per-view card, and we're expecting three big ones here. In fight three, heavyweight division, you got Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Volkov. I believe this is a rematch, but we'll get into it more so in the prediction. So let's just tune it up. Let's get rocking. Here we go. In the heavyweight division at UFC 310, you got two very good fighters, right? In Ciryl Gane, 12-2, Volkov 35-10. Both guys pretty much now veterans of the game. Volkov's been around forever, right? Gane just 14 fights in. He's got two losses against two of the best in Ngannou and Jones. So this is France versus Russia. Let's get into it. Volkov is a very tall heavyweight, one of the tallest fighters in the UFC at 6'7". Ciryl Gane's no slouch, though. He's 6'4". Volkov 36, Gane 34. So it's, the time is now for both these guys. Ciryl Gane has a 1-inch reach advantage, believe it or not. Both guys stand right-handed. In terms of the activity or significant strikes, they're almost even. Both over 5 significant strikes per minute, so keep an eye on that. And neither fighter really likes to take the fight to the ground. They want to keep the fight standing. Now, Ciryl Gane is coming off a win over Sergey Spivak by second-round KO. He did lose to John Jones, you remember. First-round submission in about 2 minutes, and before that, he beat Tai Tuivasa. So in the last 4 fights, he has 2 really good opponents, right? In John Jones and Francis Ngannou, and 2 lower-level opponents. So we still are trying to figure out where this guy's at. And, these guys fought back in 2021, so this will be the rematch. And we'll have to see what happens. Now, Volkov, coming off the win over Sergey Pavlovich by decision. He subbed Tai Tuivasa. He beat Alexander Romanov by KO. He's beaten Rosenstrike by KO. So he's got a little more proof in terms of the level of competition, because now you're getting up there against Rosenstrike and Tybura and Romanov, Pavlovich, and the jury is still out on Ciryl Gane. And that's why this rematch makes sense. In the first fight, it was 135-115 Ciryl Gane. So you'd expect no takedowns either, right? So you'd expect the pace to continue in this fight. You want to see Volkov move around a little bit better, dodge some punches. They both want to keep the fight standing, but you're going to have to slow Ciryl Gane down, and I just don't see that happening for Volkov. I think he's better, but I think Volkov will step up here. He's a much bigger favorite than he should be, though. If you go back and look at that last fight, it was pretty darn close, and the numbers prove it. But I still like Ciryl Gane to edge out Volkov and then face a Rosenstrike or someone of that caliber where, he can continue beating better and better fighters and not really reach for the top right now. Just keep building more and more experience. You're still just 34. You get to 36, 37, then you really are running out of time. So right now you just got to beat high caliber fighters like Volkov and continue taking fights like that. But yeah, Ciryl Gane's going to win this thing, in my opinion, on the feet, very similar to the first fight. You're looking at high activity from both guys, but Ciryl Gane outpaces Volkov to move to 13-2 heavyweight division, UFC 310. Yeah, and this is just nothing more than a 2-year process of restructuring for Ciryl Gane. Face good fighters, guys you are likely to beat, but also getting into the training regimen and getting better and more well-rounded. So you can get in there against a guy like John Jones and potentially win. So you got to be training at a high level. And I think Ciryl Gane's doing that, and I think you're going to see the difference here in this fight. Volkov will put up a good fight, but he's going down, in my opinion.
He's gonna fight, he's gonna fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.